The goodbye walk. Our last moments in our house, walking from the living room, through the kitchen, and out the garage service door. This is where our new adventure starts. Christmas in Minnesota. We celebrated the holidays with family on the farm just after purchasing our beautiful Brinkley Model G 3950 on December 20th. As we embarked on Christmas Day, the aroma of pine needles and cookies filled the air. Laughter echoing through the cozy living room while our grandchildren tore into all their presents, revealing gifts and or toys and games. It was hard to believe that this was going to be our last Christmas before entering a brand new chapter in our lives. One last stop before leaving on our journey. We had to say goodbye to Marno. We couldn't forget Maple Grove, Minnesota at a rest stop. With all our sweet goodbyes behind us, we hit the road, traveling through Minnesota, heading south to Bar, Texas. Hard to believe this new life is now begun.
As you can see, I'm not in Minnesota anymore. Left the state and I'm somewhere else. But there's one thing I want to do for you that hopefully that's something that we do use when we travel, and that's squirrels. Squirrels. Bear, get back inside. No. Those are squirrels. Anyway, as I was saying, I'm not in Minnesota anymore, and outside of having Bear with me, I'm wanted to talk to you a little bit about a app that we use that helps us when we go out on our adventures. We use what's called Harvest Host, and I'll show you what this is all about.
So essentially what Harvest Host is, it's a membership-based program that connects RVers with a network of wineries, breweries, farms, museums, and other unique locations across North America. Basically, instead of parking at a crowded campground, you get to stay at incredible spots for free. The concept is actually pretty simple. You become a member, browse the host locations, and contact them to stay. You're expected to support the host by purchasing their products or services. Whether it's a bottle of wine or farm fresh meal, a souvenir, you're a winner and they're a winner. It's a one-of-a-kind of experience, and the hosts get to share their passions with fellow travelers. Okay, hopefully we've got Harvest Host covered. You do need to be aware of a couple things, though. Ensure that when you do find a spot that you're going to stop at, make sure that it's suitable for your rig. You want to make sure that the ground is not soft around it. You want to make sure you got ample room to turn around. Because if you don't check out those things prior to arrival, you could find yourself in a very precarious situation like we were at a Harvest Host near, I think it was near St. Louis, but we're in Missouri. And here's a quick clip of what we had to deal with. It was awful. So here we are. We are at our Harvest Host, and we are stuck. The two tires there, as you see, they just spun. They just kicked up mud and grass. It was too slippery for us to move. We had to call reinforcements. And they made it, I don't know, about 4 or 5 hours later, but they made it, and here we go. Here it is. He wenched us out. It was a quick process. I was actually really surprised. And as you can see, we're moving backwards. He was giving me directions on what to do as regards to where I needed to move my steering wheel, and we got out of there within just, I don't know, a couple minutes. It was rather quick, and I was very impressed and relieved. We parked for the night. We got a good night's rest because of the good experience we had with the tow truck guy, and he got us out of there. So we left Missouri, and we were going to be going to another Harvest Host place prior to getting to far Texas, but
We opted not to stay at our next harvest host because it looked like we were going to have the same problems that we experienced in Missouri. So we stayed at a casino parking lot instead. And then the next night we stayed at a rest stop. And then we traveled to a RV park with cement pads in near San Antonio, Texas. And we got there in the early afternoon and had a great time in San Antonio.
Now listen, if you haven't been to San Antonio, let me tell you, this city is buzzing with history, culture, and some seriously delicious food. If you're planning to visit or just curious about what this vibrant city has to offer, stick around for more. And we'll dive into the top 5 things that you absolutely have to do in San Antonio. At number 5, we are going to drive into history with the iconic Alamo. No trip is complete without visiting the Alamo. This historic mission is a symbol of Texas independence and a powerful reminder of the past. Explore the grounds, learn about the famous battle, and feel the weight of history. At number 4, we're going to take a stroll down the Riverwalk. The Riverwalk is the heart and soul of San Antonio. This beautiful network of walkways lined with restaurants, shops, and lush greenery offers a unique and relaxing experience. Take a leisurely stroll and enjoy the riverboat cruise or dine al fresco by the water. 3. The Pearl District. Once a historic brewery, the Pearl has transformed into a trendy hub with amazing restaurants, unique shops, and a farmer's market. It's a great place to sample local cuisine, browse artisan goods, and just soak in the cool vibe. At number 2, we have the San Antonio Missions National Historic Park. This isn't just one mission. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site featuring 4. We're talking centuries of history, beautiful architecture, and a chance to walk in footsteps of early settlers. You can bike or drive between them, and each mission has its own unique story. And finally, we are at number 1, and that is the food. Indulge in the city's incredible culinary scene. San Antonio is a foodie paradise, from mouth-watering Tex-Mex and barbecue to delicious breakfast tacos and fine dining. This city offers a diverse and delectable culinary experience. Don't miss out trying on local favorites like puffy tacos, barbecue, and of course, a refreshing margarita. Your taste buds will thank you. And that's our top 5. San Antonio offers a blend of history, culture, and flavor that's hard to resist. All right, we finally made it to Tropic Star Resort in Pharr, Texas. It took us 4 nights and 3 days, but we made it. And we are so relieved we're here through the month of January, and we'll be leaving to our next destination early February. Tropic Star is a vibrant gated community packed with amenities and activities. You can dive into their heated pool and spa, or join the fun at their recreation hall, the heart of their social scene. If you're a golfer, you can enjoy a 9-hole golf course. There's tennis courts, a fitness center. They also have fantastic craft areas, which unfortunately I don't have any photos for. But there's a wood shop, a stained glass shop, and the stained glass shop's got the world-class instructor. If you like to dance, you're in luck. Tropic Star has the largest dance floor in the Rio Grande Valley. One thing we won't forget about Pharr, Texas is the food. The food was fantastic, and here's one prime example why. So just so everybody knows, we're at Original Willie's Barbecue in near Pharr, Texas. We got all of this deliciousness for like around $37.70. It's amazing. It's crazy, 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 crazy. Since we didn't get a lot of footage from when we were in Tropic Star, just thought we'd share a little synopsis of what we thought at Tropic Star was like and kind of where we're at and where we're going. So we've been full time. We're full time RVers now, and we've learned a lot of things that I didn't expect to have to learn. One of the things is during our travel days is the actual travel. I mean, my gosh, what do you think of travel days? What are your surprises?
Well, I have a newfound appreciation for well-paved roads, that's for sure. I never noticed, the roads. I mean, being in a truck, you're always a little bit bouncier than versus like a sedan or an SUV or something.
Right.
But when you're lugging 25,000 pounds behind you, especially if there's any kind of water in the tanks, you're really chucking all over the place. And the evidence shows when we get to our destination, we get inside, and I'm always just like, okay,
Yeah.
what am I going to find? And thus far, we've had a couple incidents, but nothing really super major. So it's not been too bad, but you open up a cupboard and a bunch of stuff falls on you, kind of thing. Or,
Yep.
I had our pitcher in there was kind of rubbing up against a wall, so I got just little things. You just kind of see the evidence of the constant back and forth. But and then the drivers, drivers on the road are just not. We are almost as long and as tall as a semi, and people don't notice us for some reason until they have to figure out how to get around us. Whether they got to slow down or they got to speed up, they're trying to merge into that traffic, and we're right there because we're in the right lane where we should be. They're sometimes surprised by that.
Yeah. And the chucking isn't. I think it could be a lot worse because we've got a Gen Y and a puck system, so it's a really good hitch for the truck. But this rig is 20,000 pounds dry, I think it is. 22. Wow. So yeah, it's a big rig. So it took us 4 days and 3 nights to get to Tropic Star, and that was our first destination.
Mm-hmm.
And we spent a month there, but I enjoyed the area. I enjoyed Tropic Star. The people were welcoming.
Yeah.
And,
really nice people.
Yeah. It's a 55 plus community, so I don't know. I felt like it was rather insulting in one way. So we drove up to the gate and we didn't get carded.
The people were so nice and they were so helpful. So it was good for us to be at a place that was Eric's idea, to be somewhere where we had some friends, had a great support system around us to kind of get acclimated that first month, because it was such a whirlwind getting out there. I mean, just the transition, so the house we closed on the 19th, we bought the Brinkley on the 20th, and we had to transfer all the things, and we were staying in a hotel a couple days before that, and then we had to move it all up to our daughter Rachel's house, and the garage area in the RV was packed. I mean, we just were throwing things in there to get out of the dealership and get up to Rachel's before it got too dark outside, because I was worried about it trying to drive in the dark. It was cold, so it was a huge, and when we left Rachel's, we were there for almost a week, but when we left, I needed to get all the stuff that we had stored in their house, which was a ton, into the garage here. And so it took me a few weeks once we got to Tropic Star to just organize and set things up and get things the way we wanted them to be.
And it was nice. It was nice settling down for a month at Tropic Star.
Yeah.
There's a lot that goes on in a rig of this nature. I had no idea how to work the water system.
Mm-hmm.
Refrigerator. I couldn't get the water to get into the refrigerator. I called the dealership. They didn't know how.
Yeah.
We
called the dealership because we couldn't figure out how to put the bed back down.
Oh, God.
There's a storage area underneath the mattress, and we lifted it up, no problem, and we're trying to pull it down, and we were so afraid we were going to break it that we called the dealership, and they were like, It took a while, but finally we just put enough pressure on it, and it went down. It was just kind of a funny...
Yeah, you had to manhandle that thing, and it was like a lot of tension on that, and I thought the board was just gonna break because it seemed pretty flexible.
Yeah, well, and so we used pushing on the mattress instead of just the board.
Yes,
that was
and it went down finally.
But we were watching a YouTube video with someone else
Yeah.
that was at the RV show in Tampa. And he was having the same problem, and he had to talk to the Brinkley dealer that was outside.
Yeah, the rep come in and help.
And this guy's been RVing for years.
Yeah, so we felt better.
So thanks a lot. You know who you are, probably, if you're watching. Anyway, so what are your thoughts from being sticking brick house to a house on wheels? I mean, what do you like? What don't you like? I mean,
well, I like the change. I love change. I miss seeing water out the window like we did at our old house. I think we kind of took that for granted. We had such a unique view and setting that so I miss that. I miss not being able to have water out the windows. And I know we can find some places to stay where we'll have some amazing views and things like that. So I'm looking forward to that. But took a little longer to adjust than I expected. I thought we would just kind of be here, and then, but there is an adjustment period in your head and your body and the whole thing.
Yeah.
But I don't miss the house other than the view. I don't really miss the house as much as I thought I would. I mean, that house was our home, and it was so much a part of our life that I really thought that I was gonna, just miss it and miss all of that. But I think the possibilities here are endless, and I'm excited. And as each day progresses, I get more and more excited about what our future holds.
Yeah, I agree. And one thing that I don't actually miss, there's a couple things I miss about the house, but not a whole lot. But I love this rig. I mean, this thing's, you'll have to subscribe and watch our next video, because we're going to be actually doing a tour of this rig. But I love the windows. I love the TV. And if you're a guy like me, you will love the sound system.
Yeah.
This thing thumps. Oh my God. It's a Rockford Fosgate system. It's got subwoofers that just boom, even on the outside. All right. So we're at Tropic Star. What are you, these people were party animals, man. So
yeah, they were. They had a lot of fun, but we've talked about this. It was great for us to see that, because we have aging parents.
Yeah.
And there's communities that'll be better suited for them soon, and it'll be nice for us to be able to kind of let them know that, hey, life's not over.
Yeah, we experienced this before you did, Mom. So,
but yeah, these people party, man.
Yeah.
They were out all the time, and they had activities. That we saw the Illusionist the one night. We saw the Kenny Rogers tribute band.
Wait, that was an illusion? I thought it was real magic.
It's kind of the same thing, I think. Magic, illusion.
No, I thought it was like magic, real.
Yes. But it's...
Okay. So we saw the Illusionist. There was a Kenny Rogers was
Kenny
there.
Rogers tribute band. It was great.
It was a real Kenny Rogers, by the way.
It's called Gambler.
Yeah, he was the gambler.
Yep, it was really, really good. And then they had Pizza Friday.
Pizza Friday. And what was New Year's Eve like for us?
Oh, they had a band, and then everybody in the park did their fireworks all night long.
We didn't sleep. I think this was going on to like 4 a.m.
Yeah.
You guys are rowdy. There.
They had a lot of fun. They were enjoying it. And the pool was nice. The pool area was really nice. They had two big hot tubs, and they had activities. They had water volleyball, and there were people over there in the pool all the time. They had water aerobics.
Yeah.
All kinds of things.
Yeah. And man, I tell you what, these people, they got around, man. They really.
They were enjoying their lives. Our friends put it best when she said, it's 6 Saturdays and a Sunday.
6 Saturdays and Sunday.
Basically.
Yeah.
And they did have church there right in the park. It was nice church.
Great.
And then a
Pastor's
fellowship.
fantastic.
He was. And
breakfast, I thought the breakfast was fantastic as well. And breakfast was right, followed the church, the church service. And it was $5.
Yeah.
You couldn't even eat at home for what we got there.
No, it gave us a chance to meet more people and just, be in communities somewhere too. So it was a really great experience, I think.
Yep. We went to Mexico.
We did.
You got your teeth cleaned.
I did.
It was like $30. $30. You got your teeth cleaned. We window shop basically. We went to a couple nice restaurants.
Yep.
We bought some coffee.
We did. and some Coca-Cola, and Eric bought a shirt. He bargained. Looking for something to buy for myself too, but the only things I could find were like $700.
Yeah,
So
literally $700.
we moved on from that. They were cool though.
I had $12. She had $700.
$700.
Mm-hmm. So we were there for the day. What town was it? I can't even remember.
Reynosa.
Reynosa, that's right.
But then there were a lot of people when you're crossing the bridge. It was a little hard because there were people asking for money,
asking for cash.
That was a little bit.
That was
hard. But anyway, because that was tough. But anywho, I liked going over there. It was a great experience. We've been to Mexico, but we've never really walked in a community like that. So I really enjoyed seeing that perspective, and I thought it was awesome.
Fortunately, I didn't get any footage. Sorry.
I know
we're terrible at this. We're getting better though. So as we progress, these episodes will get much better as we experience RV life and learn what we need to do. Right now, we've been mainly focused on learning this RV because there's so much to learn, so much to respect. And if you don't respect it, it just, you invest a lot of money, those that are full-time RVers, you invest a lot of money in these rigs, and it's because it's your home. And you really need to learn it before anything. And that's kind of what we've been doing for the past month. So,
yeah.
But what are your days like?
So my days, you're kind of looking at it. I get up in the morning. I take Bear out for his first morning walk. He takes care of business. I like, I like to get down and see the water. We're on a bay here in Destin, or we're at the Edgeland Air Force Base, which is just outside of Destin. So I like to see the water. So in some way, shape, or form, I get him and I to a trail, and so I can just kind of look at the water for a few minutes in the morning, and then when I get back, we make our coffee with our favorite AeroPress. And we have meal plans, so we've got our meals all kind of set up, which is really nice. And then I do yoga in the morning right here. It's a little bit tight, but I do yoga, and then I start my day on my computer. And here at the base, the internet's been kind of a challenge, so days can get a little bit frustrating. And we do get the pleasure of hearing the jets and things flying overhead. Yesterday was a really big day for jets, but then we have, we make a light lunch, and it's kind of the deal. And then we get done, usual workday time frame, and Eric and I, like on Wednesday nights tonight, we'll be going to Bible study.
Yes.
We like to go check out local restaurants, and we went over to the Gulf, of course, spent a day at Pensacola. That was awesome. And actually last night when I ran to the store to get a few things, of which I forgot one primary thing, I saw a really cool craft brew joint that I think we should go look at before we head out of town.
I think we will.
Maybe I strategically forgot to get something so that we could go back there. Because it was literally right next door.
Okay, so that was...
Anywho, but that's kind of the gist of it. And we take Bear out. You run him. You take him out on the bike and run him, and then I try to take him out again for another walk. He's kind of demanding. He's still just about...
Yeah, I'm a little nervous sometimes when I ride the bike because it's probably not something that you want to try yourself with a dog like him. But we'll have some footage on that though.
So, and then I spend, we just spend time watching movies or just out in nature and doing things and kind of casual.
It's a new life.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Well suited for us, I think.
Yes.
We love to spend time on the deck.
Yeah.
Chatting and solving the world's problems.
We solve a lot of problems.
I have bourbon. Eric has
iced tea or Coke.
I drink alone.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry, but life goes on, I guess. We are gonna, on our next episode, we are going to be showing you the rig, and it's going to be on our travel day. Yeah, so we're going to show you what we do on the inside to prepare, and we're going to show you what we do on the outside to prepare. So if you've never seen an RV or an RV like this, you got to subscribe and to find out. And for you, it's only going to be a few minutes later. For us,
couple days.
It's a couple days. So we're going to start preparing and get things ready for you for our next episode. Stay tuned.